I was recommended this film in the YouTube comments, and after watching, I'm extremely happy I was told, because The House That Screamed is a public domain gem that surprised me with its creepy atmosphere, moody story, and great production design. This is an unbelievable film to be available for free online. How a movie like this can fall into the public domain, especially when it came out in 1969, is extraordinary. It's about a boarding school where a woman named Teresa is enrolled, but a calculating headmistress is in power, who runs things like a prison. There's a bunch of different characters, like the headmistress's son, Louis, the creepy groundskeeper, the woodsman, and Irene, the biggest dick of them all. The plot is nothing too confusing or complex. It's a simple story, showing the daily lives of this prison-like place, but the real horror comes when women begin to mysteriously disappear, with the headmistress wanting nothing more than to cover it up, thinking they've all been running away. She tries to keep her power and manipulates Irene into doing her bidding. In one graphic scene, a disobedient girl is whipped numerous times as Irene smiles throughout. It's incredibly disturbing, but effective. There's a lot of disturbing scenes, like when the first girl gets murdered. The angles, the editing, the choice of music, the lighting, it makes it one of the most incredible murder scenes in history. Yeah, I think it's right up there with Psycho. There's an ongoing mystery for the audience, and we just wait to see who the next victim will be. The movie doesn't take hold of one protagonist, so it's always a sense of suspense when any character goes off on their own. Meanwhile, we have our suspicions about the only 3 male characters in the film, including Louis, who is a giant peeping Tom. His mom doesn't want him looking at the girls, but not because it's perverted, but because she feels he deserves someone better, someone like herself. The woman being told to dress more properly and being caged in, even with a visual shot like this with the bed frame, and having to take showers in their undergowns because the headmistress is afraid her son is peeping around the corner, and many other moments, I can't help but feel that this relates to society's way of treating women as if it's their responsibility to keep men in check, rather than teaching men to just stop being perverts. The women are not perfect though, and I don't expect them to be, and there's a scene where they're sewing bird patches as if the headmistress is teasing them with their freedom, and the woodsman shows up. It's been hinted at before, but this scene shows that every time the woodsman comes, one of the women will go down and sleep with him. There are other moments where the women feel locked in because there's no men around. I feel moments like this also relate to society pushing women to latch on to men, especially in 1969, and I think this whole movie is about the repression of sexual discovery in women, while men go ignored, like Louis. It's not every day that I watch a movie and immediately read into it that much, but this movie has a lot to offer, and if you don't see those parallels, I promise this movie is still worth it for the shots and the acting, and especially the twist ending. It almost comes out of nowhere, but when it does come, you understand that it was secretly being built up throughout the entire film. It's an incredibly shocking ending that makes for a successful, great film. My only complaint is that the film suffers from characters simply looking similar, with no traits to distinguish everyone from each other. But it could be because their costumes are all the same, which is actually done on purpose, or because the transfer of this DVD is so incredibly bad. Yeah, and every copy I find online is about the same. They all just look terrible. Scream Factory released a Blu-ray which comes with an extended edition as well, so I'm guessing this transfer is a lot better. So next time that I want to give this a watch, I'll be throwing my cash towards that. I highly recommend this film if you're looking for a great mix between the shocking slasher, thriller, and dark house movie. Thanks for watching the video. A special thanks to Ryan for supporting me on Patreon. If you'd like to join him and get early access to certain videos and have your name stamped on the end of videos and even request reviews monthly, then please click on the Patreon link, and thanks for the support.